Hey, what's up, guys? It's Randall and Steve back with you this week for the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Last week, another winning week. It wasn't pretty, but found a way to scrape out a little over a half a unit. The derivatives have been absolutely huge for us. We obviously had Scotty in our very first video with the Waste Management Open, but last week was profitable as well. Got a couple good rounds on Sunday out of Kepka and out of Horschel to sneak in there and get us those top 20 winners. The other three looked great after day one and went totally south. Or I guess Neiman looked good. The other two were bad from the beginning, but that was our recap of last week. Steve, if you want to just give us a little bit of insight on this week at Bay Hill.
Yep. So this week, Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill. Bay Hill is the longest out of all the Florida courses. It's just over 7,400 yards for a par 72, which means there's an extra par 5. So this course really plays into the hands of the long hitters. There's also a lot of water in play, about half the holes, so accuracy is going to matter as well. We saw last year, Bay Hill can play tough. The wind blows on Sunday. There's a lot of high scores. But if it's clear weather, there's going to be a lot of birdies as well if you stay out of trouble. So it should be an interesting week. Last year, I think minus 12-1, which is actually pretty low. Usually it's in the single digits. So
yep,
it should be a good tournament this week. Yeah. So, I guess we can hop right into the derivatives. So this week, by far, my favorite pick of the week, Fitzpatrick. I like him in all aspects. Top 10, absolutely tremendous value. Plus 320 on BetOnline. I think he's plus 310 on FanDuel. He's way lower on DraftKings. So again, every week we stress this, but line shopping is key. But Fitzpatrick, he's one of the top outrights. It's easy to see why. Past two events, he's finished in the top 10. He had just one round of over 70. He also plays well here at Bay Hill. Tied for 10th last year, was runner-up in 2019. And he's also, he's just been playing great all year. Number 2 in overall strokes gained through 6 events. Even though he's a long driver, he's actually number 1 in stroke gained on par 5s over the past 24 rounds, which obviously with 4 par 5s will be big this week. And he's also number 1 in stroke gains putting on Bermuda greens over the past 50 rounds. So we'll get more into him in the outrights. Hint, hint. But absolutely love Fitzpatrick this week. Sungjae, he let us down last week, missed the cut, but I almost like him more this week. It brought his number way down. Last week, as we said, he was the betting favorite. That ended up being a joke. But, he needs to prove that he can contend again. He hasn't been playing well, but he still is in good form overall. Still the number 6 player in stroke gained. He's almost a lock to gain strokes off the tee. As long as he can putt well, which he typically does on Bermuda grass, I think he can be right there Sunday. Top 10, love that. And then Keith Mitchell. Really not many have been playing better than Mitchell. He only missed 1 cut since January. He has 4 top 15s in his last 5 starts, 3 of those in the top 10. He actually had a chance to win last week if it wasn't for his slow start. And, we expect him to stay hot. And Bay Hill has been good to him. He's finished 5th in 2020 and 6th in 2019. So those are the top 10s. We're hoping to do better on those last week. He swept the top 20s and 40s last week, went over on the top 10s. But this week, we really like those. And then to quick touch on some of these other ones. Top 20s, we got McNealy, Bradley, and Tringali. As we said at the beginning, if you can have success off the tee, you'll do well. McNealy's one of the longest drivers on tour. He had a good week last week at Rivera, placed 7th. He relied a lot on his short game, which can be, a little bit variant. But he's a good ball striker, and he's on with the tee, so we like him to be, in the top 20, maybe even better this week. Same with Tringali. Finished 13th in the Genesis back in the middle of February, 3rd at the Farmers before that. He has had a weird streak of playing well, missing cuts, but we like him here. The model likes him as well. And then really quick, Fratelli, Kaziri, and Woodland from the top 40s. Woodland's obviously not a great number, minus 105, but he's been playing well. T5 last week, Fratelli's had 4 straight top 30s, tied for 16 last week. And then Kazari's a guy who the model likes to finish in the top 30, but similar to Mitchell last week. We actually did say that we liked him top 20 plus 500. He got there, but we're just being a little bit conservative. Same here with Kazari. I wouldn't be surprised if he's top 30, but top 40 plus 230. Love that play.
Yeah, and going back with our boy Woodland and the flat bill cap. No,
that's right.
Don't love that guy. So
no love lost, Randall.
Yeah, none at all. So yeah, those are our derivatives this week. I mean, those have been absolutely red hot. Have absolutely been crushing those. And then just three outrights this week. A couple of them we've already mentioned, or I guess actually all 3 of them in the derivatives. So Sungjae 29-1, like him, model likes him as well. Matthew Fitzpatrick, mentioned him earlier, our favorite guy there in the top 10, 29-1 as well. And then a little bit of a longer shot, Cameron Tringale, 70-1. So those are our 3 outright winners this week. So just to go back through this really quickly, in case you missed it, these are our top 10s, top 20s, and top 40s, and then these are our 3 golfers who we think have a chance to win outright, and the model does as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back next week. Steve, do you have anything else you wanted to add?
Yeah, just one quick thing. 4 of the last 5 PGA Tour winners have been first-time winners, so it's kind of been a coincidence, but I can see it happening again. Fitzpatrick fits that as well. So
yeah, I know he's.
Let's get that first win.
Yeah, I know the model absolutely loves him, and we do as well. So we'll see what happens there, and yeah, we'll be back next week. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.